Well, welcome to added time at St James's Park. A first point on the board for the Hornets this season. Newcastle United 1, Watford 1. Will Hughes after 78 seconds. And Fabian Schär equalising for Newcastle just before half-time. Derek Payne was alongside me in the commentary box. We'll hear from Derek in a moment. But the captain for the day, Craig Cathcart, is with us. Craig, first things first, captain, and a nice little milestone for you today. Your 150th Watford appearance, 300th club career appearance. Nice little things for the personal history book.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue. DJ said to me after the game, did I want my shirt? And I was like, what for? And he just told me, yeah, 150 appearance. So no, it wasn't in my mind at all. It's a nice milestone to hit, and yeah, I just want to carry on and get as many appearances as I can.
How proud then to lead the side out as well?
Yeah, very proud. You know, it's nice to be captain for the day and lead the boys out. You said, I think it's the first time I've been captain from the start of the game since my youth team day. So yeah, it was a long time ago. So yeah, it was a nice day, and unfortunately we didn't get the win, but now to get a first point on the board away from home, it's important, and we want to carry on improving now.
Just one last thing on the captaincy. In that pre-match huddle, does it fall on the captain to do the last little team talk? If it did, what sort of things did you say?
Yeah, well, we didn't do it on the pitch. Don't know if you noticed. I just said to the lads before we would go out, now when we go out we're ready to go. We don't need to say any more. We do the talking on the pitch, and we got off to a great start with a goal. And I think we could have got a couple of more goals in the end, but it wasn't to be.
After the start, I mean the perfect start, and that must be after the first three games, just giving you a massive boost of confidence, I guess. Is that's the sort of thing that lads have been talking about in the week? Get the first goal and get our noses in front. So how much of a lift did that give you all?
Yeah, it was a big lift. I think we had a little bit of bad luck in the games, the first three games as well, and I think we deserved a bit of luck today. Newcastle put us under a bit of pressure in the second half. They had us pinned in at times, and we defended it really well. Fozzie made a couple of good saves from difficult shots and stuff like that. So yeah, we're happy to get the first point. We were disappointed not to come here and get the win. We had a few opportunities ourselves to win the game, but like I said, we take our first point now away from home, and we look forward to the games to come.
Craig, I was just wondering, how did you feel the three at the back? How did you feel it went today? Do you think it went well? Did you feel comfortable in that? I'm not just you personally, but as a unit.
Yeah, I think the first 10-15 minutes, I think we were playing a little bit high, and they got behind a couple of times. But once we sort of sorted that out, we felt pretty comfortable. I think we matched them up, so you could see the teams were sort of cancelling each other out a little bit. But like I said, we created chances in the end, and we were probably a little bit unlucky not to come away with a little bit more.
It shows confidence. They had a lot of pressure, but a lot of them was just shots from distance. That's something that, as a defensive unit, you don't mind, do you? They didn't really cut through you. So are you disappointed on the goal as a unit?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you concede, you're disappointed as a defender. We want to get that clean sheet. We haven't had one for a while now, so defensively it's been a bit disappointing. But I think it was a little bit unlucky the way it just dropped to him, and he's put it away. But overall, I think we defended quite well, and we showed good attacking play as well.
Yeah, and different players in today, different system. So do you feel like there's a bit of competition now for places?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always been there, the competition. I think obviously not winning the first few games, the manager's trying to find a solution. And today Newcastle played with 3 centre-backs, so we tried to match them up and cause them problems. It just gives us options, we can change. And like I said today, the lads done really well to come in, and like you said, it puts pressure on the players to perform every game now.
It's been a challenging start results-wise, obviously. So, like you say, really important to get that first point on the board. We go into a little break, and then it's Arsenal and Man City. How far ahead do lads look? And I guess, sort of second part of the question, what's the feeling like in the group? Just generally, do you get concerned this early on about results, or do you have to maintain that belief of no, this is it's a long season ahead, and back your ability?
No, it's never nice when you lose. You're disappointed. Your head's down for a couple of days. You don't want to talk to anybody, but.
That's just you not wanting to talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. You have to pick yourself up, and the next game's the most important now. Like you said, we've come away, got a result, and we'll all be looking forward to the Arsenal game. Some of the lads will have a little break, and there'll be a few away internationals and stuff like that, so we can sort of refresh our minds and try to come back and give a great performance against Arsenal.
Which is a good game to come back into. You mentioned international break. It's not for you. Tell us who you've got coming up for Northern Ireland.
Yeah, we got Luxembourg in a friendly, and then we have Germany on the Monday night. So it's a great game to look forward to. We're in a great position at the top of the group, and if we get anything against the Germans now, it gets a gives us a great chance to qualify again.
Talking of milestones, I think you're closing in, aren't you, on 50 caps for Northern Ireland?
Yeah, it must be round about there, so that'd be a nice milestone to hit. I think we get like a fruit faz or something that the lads get, so yeah, it'd be nice to find a place in the house for it.
That's great. Well, we wish you well on international duty. Well done today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again at Vicarage Lane in a couple of weeks' time. Top man. Well done, Craig. Craig Cathcart, the captain for the day and 150th Popular Performance. What are you doing? You're tripping over my water bottle there. Sorry about that. Derek, we've got to take the positives, I guess. But you know, we'll sort of have a look through the game. But the positive is it's a point on the board, and we've a typical phrase, we've stopped the rot. 6 Premier League defeats. That's now done. It's a point. We've got to look forward. Yeah,
it gives them a platform now. A platform, a point doesn't sound a lot, but when you're sat on naught, people talk, don't they? We talk, the media talk, everyone talks. So just that point will ease the pressure off a little bit. And like you're saying there to Craig and that, there's a really great game coming up for when they come back from the international break. And I think also by changing the system, by playing a few players that haven't played a lot of minutes, there's a lot of competition now for that starting 11 for who plays against Arsenal. And I think that's the positives that have come out of here today. And backs to the wall, I don't think Newcastle really opened us up, so that's a good sign. So they've got plenty of positives to take out of this, and then like I said, the competition for players should hopefully make the lads really fired up for when Arsenal come to Vicarage Road.
I'll ask you the same question that you asked Craig in terms of the change of structure to the team, the 3 at the back today, and the 4 in midfield. How do you feel that worked? I guess, was it a case of just matching Newcastle up, or was it, given that we haven't kept clean sheets, we've given a lot of goals away, was it more, do you think, more of the thinking of we need to make sure that we need to try not to concede? How do you feel it worked?
Yeah, I feel like they put the extra man in there, so you've now got 3 centre-halves. Also, the 2 wing-backs, they kind of got deep at times, so we were like a back 5 at times. And I think it's definitely to do with we've been conceding too many goals. Everyone knows that. It's been highlighted. So you've got to look at different ways of trying to solve that problem. So I think we looked at it. We've looked at having that extra guarantee of 3 centre-halves, not just 2. And then also you've got the wing-backs that can become full-backs. So I think definitely that's why the system was like that. I think it worked reasonably well because, like I said, they didn't really open us up. I was disappointed on the goal. I think we switched off a little bit there, but that can be because the players haven't played together for a while. So overall, I think it worked quite well, but it was needed because we've been conceding too many goals.
There was a period in the first half in particular where the game got very disjointed, very scrappy. We described it as on commentary. Both sides turning the ball over so cheaply. How does that happen as a professional footballer? We know these are the talented guys on both teams. How does it degenerate into sort of so many mistakes? Is that a confidence thing? Is that a nervous thing? Why? How can you explain that when these guys are so technically gifted?
Yeah, that for me is a confidence thing. That is a belief thing because, like, when you're in good form and you're confident, you ain't giving the ball away half as much as what some of the players did today, and that's on both sides. So for me, there's a little bit of belief which has come with the results, and that's why the possession hasn't been so good. And it weren't just Watford, and Newcastle done it as well, and that's probably why they're both sitting at the bottom of the Premier League. And it's just fine margins, but that confidence can come back really quickly. But for me, it's a belief thing. It is definitely a confidence thing. When you see good, talented players like giving the ball away when it's an easy pass, it's down to confidence.
Now, with that array of attacking talent on the bench, I guess whatever substitutions were made today were probably going to be big talking points, weren't they? And I'm sure they are amongst supporters who've been listening, and we've been here at St James's Park today, nice and noisy as we could hear them right up in that top tier up above us. But they made an impact, and I guess irrespective of personalities and what people's opinions will be on who should have come on and who did come on, I guess you're looking at substitutes to make an impact. In particular, Isaac's success, following on from an impressive performance against Coventry, he certainly gave Watford an sort of added impetus up top, didn't he?
He really did, and I think the substitutions were made at the right time. I thought we didn't start the second half well at all. They had just scored before the end of the first half. I think they took that momentum into the second half, and we'd lost a foothold in the game. So it needed. I thought Chalobah was a good move. He's good on the ball. He's confident on the ball, like we talked about. He keeps the ball well. So him coming in, he gave us a bit of a foothold back in the game. And then, like you said, with success, couple good runs, good header, running in behind, using what he should do, use his strengths. He's got pace, he's got power, and we used it quite well. And obviously they were chasing, they wanted the 3 points, and success was a good outlet today. And like you said, so much talent that he could bring on, but I thought the substitutes made a difference today. And I thought I could see the reasoning behind both of them. But it could have been any of the subs, and it's really hard for Javi Gracia. You know, he's going to get criticised for not bringing on certain players, but it's not an easy decision. They're all very talented players.
Point to point, we're off and running. Any away point, I guess, in the Premier League should be taken, seriously. Onwards and upwards, is that the message from you?
Yeah, for me, I see positives out of this. Away from home, and once that crowd get going here at Newcastle, it's hard to quieten them down. And I thought we'd done that well by bringing on the subs, got back in the game. So it's something to build on. Like I said, you build on this. Arsenal will come in, and we've had success over Arsenal over the last few seasons. Also, the competition for places. Players have come in, systems changed. Good performance in the Carabao Cup the other night. So I would expect training to be very high intensity, and I expect people will be trying to get on that team sheet because it's a very good game to come into, Arsenal at home. So I think it's a real positive day here. Got a point, got players' minutes, got competition for places.
A positive day, Derek Payne, to end on a positive thought. Well, we wish everybody who was here today a safe journey home. Enjoy the international break. Vicarage Road, Sunday the 15th of September, 4:30 kick-off. Arsenal up next for the Hornets as we go in search of that first 3 points of the campaign. Finishes here at St James's Park. Newcastle United 1, Watford 1.
Hello. Click here to subscribe.